Welcome to the Kind of Nerdy Girls podcast. Fandom, fun, funny. Nerdy Girls podcast.
Hey guys, the music ran out, so let's chit chat.
First off, I want to start this episode strong. What was your title in those intros?
Whose?
Yours.
I don't know, host or something. I don't know. It's
Head
been so long.
honcho, head host, head boss.
I don't
something
know.
Like that.
Head kind of nerdy girl. I don't know.
Head kind of nerdy girl. What is that?
Well, I mean, it's not executive producer. It's just, we're here, man. Welcome to the Kind of Nerdy Girls. We are very excited to be back together and to be live, and we're so glad that you are with us. Yay! I thought we would go around, and we haven't done this for a while, so let's go around. Our fun fact will be the last thing we had delivered to our house. So let's start the introductions with our Emmy award-winning TV producer, Gamer Katie.
It's me. Hello. I had two things actually delivered today. Would you like option A or option B? Because they both came in the same box.
Oh boy. If they came in the same box, let's hear them both. This is exciting.
I got a bougie fancy meat thermometer.
Oh, nice.
Because I'm
nice.
spoiled. And
you okay
I got
over there, Jonna.
No, your grandcat's nails need to be clipped.
Speaking of nail trimming, I just got a Dremel. That was my other thing.
Did you get a Dremel for your nails?
Yeah, you get one for like your dog's nails, and you grind them down so they don't get all sharp.
Well, I thought you meant for your nails, and I'm like, what's going on over there?
Nope. It's for the puppy dog.
What are you growing, vampire nails all of a sudden?
Maybe. Yes.
All right. Exciting stuff. And back with us once again. We just keep wondering why she's here. But she just keeps coming back. She got a bougie chair there behind. I don't know why you're not in that chair there. From Geek Vibes Nation. Kind of nerdy award nominated Geek Vibes Nation. My friends, yes, it is Tia. Hello.
It's really not bougie. It's literally a sheet over a couch because the cats have ruined the couch. So
no, we understand that here for sure. Sure.
Yeah.
So what was the last thing that you got delivered to your house?
Chargers for our PS4 controllers.
Ooh, wow, fancy. Where did Katie go? We just lost her.
I know. I feel like she'd appreciate the fact that I had to buy new cables for my PS4 controllers because
Ain't that the truth?
Because they use the old USB, which is like impossible to find. So
you should have asked me. I have a million of those. I have not a new one.
There was, fun fact really quick, there was one time, because this is not the first time I've had to buy these, right? And I went to the store that was down the block, and I'm like, I'm looking for a charger for, whatever. And they got all these phone chargers. They're all like the new ones. And I'm like trying to explain. I even had to like put it up on my phone, like a picture. And like the girl just had one underneath her desk that she like was using personally. Like it wasn't for sale. It was like what she was using. And I was like, well, how much do you want? And she was like, just take it. It's fine. Like, so.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Executive producer Jonna, what's the last thing you had delivered to your door?
Humidifier.
You did get a humidifier.
I got two.
Oh, yes. But not the one that Patches told you to get.
No,
Patches. It's like the Vornado. It's like a vortex. Like it's
Patches
get the Vornado.
Patches is watching. I texted him and I was like, Patches, send me a link for a good humidifier. And he was like, okay, bet.
So he sent me a link for a humidifier that was like $130. I was like, whose money are we spending?
No. Unless
I'm
that's
like-
a budget expense. No.
Right? I was like, are we putting this like on somebody's credit card? That's not mine because
You are not suggesting this.
I got like 2 little humidifiers.
2
For
words.
like $60.
Tax write-off.
Want to say hello to our newest member of the kind of nerdy furry family, Loki, new puppy. Apparently, we haven't even met, and he is already enjoying my voice. And Jana Patches is watching. He's watching from the. You should be paying attention to your darts, sir. Shoot good darts.
Ask him
You
where
gotta
he
throw
gets
darts.
off with expensive humidifiers.
Right?
Yeah.
You know, Patch's background is in HVAC. And so, of course, he's like, and he was a king in his last life. I'm certain of it. He's so bougie for no reason. Like, it's ridiculous. So, of course, when you ask Patches for a recommendation, you must come with the amount of money you're willing to spend.
My budget.
He's gonna be like, let me tell you, Jana, there's this brand new humidifier, state of the art. It's only $5,000. You're gonna
Look,
love it.
He sent me that, and I was like, okay, where can I find this cheaper? I looked at Walmart. Like, I was looking everywhere. I was like, I'll get the alternative, the cheaper alternative to this. And I did.
Let's see. Leanne said she's checking in. She is crew number 10. Yes, check in with your crew number. If you don't have a crew number yet, go to kjcrew.com. That's kjcrew with a k.com. Leanne got sneakers. Let's
I love
see.
a good pair of sneakers.
Michelle said my last delivery was my happy 100 days of school shirt.
Oh my God,
I
has it been 100
like
days
that.
of school already?
Patches chiming in once again that he has tons of money.
I know. You got 7 cats. You have to have tons of money to take care of 7 cats.
Money because we have 7 cats.
Humidifier. Do we have a fact checker on this show?
Who's laughing?
That's my husband.
What is he enjoying? Certainly, he's not enjoying our show.
Those are happy laughs. He's playing Monster Hunter right now.
Oh my gosh! Well, that sounds.
So it wasn't us. That's what you're saying. It wasn't us.
Eric would never laugh at us.
Does anybody really?
We laugh at ourselves.
Let's see. The last thing today, actually, I received a brand new pooper scooper.
Ooh,
Important.
We're exciting.
I
Gosh,
know,
we're
right?
exciting.
what a life we live, guys.
These
We're like
cats,
just
man.
old people.
I know.
Humidifiers. Poopers,
Well, here's the thing,
scoopers.
Katie, because we got the new kittens, and so there's more litter boxes in different places. And I'm old now, so like I scoop a box and I leave the scooper sitting there and walk off with the bag. And then the next time I need to scoop another box, I'm like, "Where's the scooper?" So I just went I've gone scooper crazy, and there's like pooper scoopers everywhere.
That's fair. Yeah.
I was like, but at the time, I was like, I deserve another pooper scooper. I'm gonna. This may sound.
Treat yourself.
I
Cat. Do not
Treat yourself.
To that pooper scooper.
That is not a treat yourself.
I'm staring at it. It's $12, and I'm like, my God, do I really need like a fourth one of these scoopers? And I'm like,
Yes.
you know what? I
always
do,
do.
and I deserve it. So,
Me every time I go to Starbucks. You deserve this. You've been doing such a
deserve
good
this,
job.
right? Yes. Well, hey, to anybody who's been thinking about whether or not they need another pooper scooper in their
You
life,
do.
treat yourself.
You deserve
right.
another pooper scooper.
Yes. So we've got the kind of nerdy awards going on. Has everybody here voted? Did you vote?
Yes.
Did you vote? All right. Thank you. Yes, I saw. You know what's so funny is that we have the nominees for favorite episode, and I will tell you, I went to the Kind of Nerdy Network and asked the patrons, like, hey, what were the most memorable shows and moments from the year? Like, that's how the nominees came about. I can't help it, Katie, that nobody said that when you filled in for Jana that it
Blocked.
was memorable.
Blocked,
Not my fault.
unfollowed.
Not a single
Unliked.
person was like, my favorite episode was the one where Jada wasn't there and Katie filled in.
Hmm.
I don't know
When
what
wasn't
to
I
tell you.
there?
I don't know. It was when Katie.
You had to
filled
go
in
to
for
some
you.
concert book signing.
Oh, I
thing.
went to
Yeah.
I went to a book thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't even read that book yet.
So, if you haven't voted yet, the nominees were our show with Joe Arden and Dave Coulier.
Boo.
Great show.
Boo.
Our episode with Steve Zern-Kilton, the
Boo.
voice of Law and Order.
I think that one's gonna win. Dun dun.
Oh, you do?
I do. Yup.
That scared me a little.
Dun dun.
And then we have our Summer Bash Indiana pre-concert party.
Boo.
And when Chris Spangle, who's wonderful, and John Ratzenberger were on the show.
Boo.
So what I didn't realize when I created this category, I clicked like tab or something and it left a space for other. It's the only write-in category. So Katie wrote herself in.
She should be an honorable mention.
See, I thought you did that just for me.
No, it was a total accident. So then when I was looking, I'm like watching the results because I'm really watching these results, right? And I'm like, but we didn't nominate Katie. How did that happen?
I voted really early too, so this must have been right at the beginning.
Yep. So if you would like to give Emmy award-winning TV producer gamer Katie a vote, you can write her in as other for the favorite episode of the year.
You don't have to know the episode number. I'm surprised KJ knew the episode numbers.
Oh, I went and looked at Jana. I did work for this. I wanted to be professional. I went and looked them up.
I would totally believe if you just put down random numbers.
Same.
No, these
Yeah.
were the
That's where
real
I was
numbers. As a matter of fact, I was like, man, like the first half of the year must have really sucked because everybody just liked these.
You had a
last
really
few
good
episodes.
like 10
Okay.
show streak right there.
Well,
We did.
To be fair, the first half of the year was so long ago.
Mhm. Things change. People change.
It's true. It's true.
Mhm.
So I do want to let you know right now that Chris Evans is winning the Lifetime Achievement Award.
Boo.
Chris
Boo.
Pine is he's second. I mean, it could
Of course,
still,
he's second. He's
Of
the only
two,
other person
yeah.
in the category.
out of the
two.
two, he's second.
I voted for Chris Evans.
Did you?
I voted for Chris
I'm not salty.
I picked Pine.
Yes,
I'll
thanks,
admit
Katie.
It's those baby blues, man.
Mm,
Get me every time.
it is. It is. I did vote for Chris Evans just because I'm not bitter like Jana.
You get to
Yes,
vote
I
in your
am
own
bitter.
thing.
Thank you.
Jana, right now, I do think that like the favorite moment on the show is when you met Chris Evans. So
That was
I
the
mean,
time to be alive.
it
Far and
was.
away. Yep.
That
It
was
was.
the only thing. That was the only thing that kept me alive last year.
Mhm.
I will say that I feel as if there should have been like a best Jana moment because the one where you introduced
Yeah,
to me
woo!
the clip was by
No.
far my favorite moment of any episode last year.
Do we
I gotta
have that
find a
one
way to
still?
delete that clip.
Do you have that?
Oh, I have it saved in so many places, Jana.
My favorite.
Listen,
Every time.
every time we announce a winner on the KJ Today show coming up on February 7th is when we'll announce all of the winners. Every time it's going to be like, and the winner is, we'll say like, Chris Evans.
I can't make it. I can't make it. I won't be there. Okay, you agree that I won't be there.
I love it.
Katie, you can fill in for me on the awards.
Oh, I get another chance. Yes.
Standing in for executive producer Jana.
Remember when she
chance,
threatened to quit this show?
right?
You
Oh
mean
my God.
every single week last year?
All the time.
It was
All of the time.
Look, we only do the show once a month now, and I still be like, I'm done. I can't do this anymore.
Oh man, everybody's loving it. Michelle says it reminds me of the Flintstones.
No,
you got
thanks.
you got some Fred Flintstone vibe going there, Jonna.
No thanks.
I do agree. I mean, Tia, I just didn't want to make the awards too long, and I didn't want to make them all about us either. Like, let's see how many categories we can make. But I wanted to do a category of favorite Jonna moments. I wanted to do a category of
I'm glad we skipped that one.
most awkward times. KJ brought up a celebrity's pet, and they were dead because
Liz Mealy wins hands down.
Yeah.
If
You just need
don't
like a
have to vote-
tally in the bottom corner.
And I wanted to do a favorite producer Patch's accent because all of his accents are so funny when he does the live reads. But I was like, I'm getting far too into us.
So at your half birthday, like in the summer, you do a
Mhm.
condensed kind of nerdy awards.
oh,
Half birthday, do it
okay.
just
No,
about
I'm not
you.
doing that.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
halfway to the kind of nerdy awards.
Mhm.
No, we're not doing that.
I love it. Okay, so let's
doing
talk about some of the. There was some controversy about our favorite movie. People were like, "Where's Oppenheimer?" I'm like, "That's not."
That was
What?
my favorite.
Who
That's
saw
not
that?
nerdy though.
That's as nerdy as it gets.
Well,
There's not like a fandom for that.
It's got everything, okay? It's got nuclear bombs. It's got drama. It's got Cillian Murphy. What more do you want?
I mean, you got me
I'm
at the
gonna
Cillian Murphy. You got me at the
Yeah.
Cillian Murphy part. You know.
I
Hilarious.
was almost, Patches doesn't like to watch movies, and he was down for an Oppenheimer viewing, and I think it was. I don't want to call out the wrong person. Somebody in our trusted circle said, "Do not bother. It is so boring."
I need a name.
Wow.
Who did it?
I think I think it was my sister Heather that said,
Oh, Heather.
because she, you know what? Yeah,
That
because she
wouldn't
said.
surprise me if she said that.
It was a 3-hour marathon, but it was really good.
I mean, if
she
you watch it
said
at home, you
there's
can
some.
pause it.
She said there's some documentary. I'm gonna have to ask her. She said there's some documentary you can watch on like what actually happened that's better than what the movie did. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, my sister Heather. Please don't be mad at my sister Heather. She's a nice person.
Heather's gonna disown you now, KJ.
I just want to talk to her.
I just want to talk.
Let's see. Michelle says Guardians was her favorite. I love the Marvels. Why is the Marvels not getting enough love?
I liked
guys?
the Marvels.
It was really good.
Katie didn't like the Marvels.
You did it?
No, I didn't.
It was just fun. And the flirking. It was a flirking good time.
I thought it was too much fun, not enough actual plot.
Yeah. Tia, yes, you agree?
I actually haven't seen it yet. I'm in this very weird part of my life where I don't go to the movie theaters anymore.
Mhm.
And then like they come on streaming service and I tell myself to watch it, but then I'm usually enthralled in something else and then I don't want to take myself away from it. Like right now I'm watching The Crown.
Oh, okay.
I finished The Crown.
I'm only on season 1. I'm only on season
it's
1.
so good.
That's what I'm saying. Like I'm in that right now. And my mom keeps like going, she's like, what are you watching? You need to watch. She's giving me like all these suggestions. And I'm like, you don't understand. I'm invested in The Crown.
Tia said,
Stop
I'll
this.
put it on the list.
Yeah.
Whether I'll ever get to it or not is another story.
Let's see.
Throw a bougie cup with her name on it.
Someone got this for me. I did not get it for myself.
Okay.
Sure.
I wanted to say, you guys mind if we do a little talking Marvel, wiki, talking Marvel, wiki. Because I saw we have a pretty our fan base and the kind of nerdy network. We love the Marvel stuff. And Michelle said that she has watched Echo twice already.
Nice.
Haven't watched it.
I've watched it.
Tia, did you get? Were you like all fancy and you got the screeners before the rest of us, and you got like 3 months ago, and then not talk about it?
No, I didn't actually. I don't know if they gave a lot of people screeners. I feel like they just kind of like dropped the show out of nowhere.
Right?
Like,
Okay,
I didn't even I didn't even see a trailer.
I was a nerd, and like that I didn't tell everybody like, hey, Echo's coming out. All of a sudden, it was just there.
No, I feel the same way because I'm like, I haven't even seen like a trailer for it, but it comes out like next week or something, like when this happened.
Mhm.
But I watched it. I wouldn't say that I watched it all in one night. I kind of like spread it out, but I definitely watched like 2 episodes in one night, like whatever. But I finished it within like a 5-day period and everything.
Okay.
Have you watched it?
I've only seen the first 3 episodes.
Okay.
Just because we haven't really watched much of anything because with the chaos of Buffy, our kitten, ripping her gum line from her jawbone.
I need you to stop talking about it because it just makes my mouth hurt every time. And I feel like I need to go to a dentist.
Well, and it ruined the Barbie movie. We finally had our chance to watch. We got Patches watching the Barbie movie, and 15 minutes in, Buffy jumps up next to Jonna, and Jonna goes, you guys, Buffy's mouth is bleeding. And I'm like, what? We turn the light on. I'm like, yeah, it's bleeding. It's definitely bleeding. Patches like, I don't think the gums are attached to her bone anymore. Like, oh my God, we ran out the door.
I just would like to say that Buffy felt comfortable enough to jump up next to me and be like, she'll notice.
Yeah.
See, I'm going to go even further on this one and say Buffy voted for Oppenheimer instead of Barbie.
She's like, what? They're watching the wrong movie. How do I get their
What
attention?
is this?
Look, if KJ would have been like, let's watch Oppenheimer, I would have been like, bye, I'm going home. Thank you for the dinner.
But now we are, so she has 1 more week of laser treatments on her mouth, and then she's like free. Like she can play with her brother again, which is great. But we've literally, like, people are like, what are you watching? I'm like, I'm watching my cat to make sure that her sutures don't come out and her gum line get detached again. That's what I'm watching. I'm just watching my kitten. But we did, like I said, we watched the first 3 episodes. I really liked what they were doing with it. And just that little bit in the beginning of with Hawkeye, I'm doing a Hawkeye rewatch. Like, I have it on. I'm not sitting there watching it, but like I have it on. I'm like, it reminded me how much I really enjoyed Hawkeye. And I love
a good show.
And I love bringing that up because Tia hated Hawkeye so much.
And but I love the show.
You don't okay, so you're like me. You don't like Hawkeye the character. You like Hawkeye the show.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, going up to the show, like, you could go back at any of our GVN like reviews that we did leading up to Hawkeye. I was like, I'm not even gonna watch it. I'm not even gonna show up for these reviews. Like, are you kidding me? Like,
that was me.
You know, like Black Widow died for this man. You know, blah, blah. That was me. But then I watched it and I was like, why is this the best show? Why is this still the best show? So just to, and I'm not going to spoil it for you, KJ, but I watched the 5 episodes of Echo and I really liked it, right?
Okay.
Because I watched virtually no freaking trailer, I had no idea what to expect at all. But I liked that you had at first this grittiness that really felt as if it could have been part of like the Netflix Marvel universe.
Yes, absolutely.
But then it takes a beat when Maya goes back to her hometown and everything, and you meet the characters and stuff. I liked living in her world. Mm-hmm. I love the character Biscuits. I don't know if you've had, I think that character is hilarious.
Yes. Yes.
So it's very good. I think, you know, obviously I am not hearing impaired. I don't know anyone personally who is, so I don't know, say how good of a representation it is of that. But from what I see, I liked the scenes where it's in Maya's perspective and the sound cuts off and everything. I thought that was all very, very good. So I loved
that. I did too. And it just, like, I mean, it was a weird sensation to have that silence but still experience so much of it. I just thought that the way that they did that was it was and again, I'm not done with it yet, but the scenes that I've experienced with it, I'm like, man, this is just really cool. And I saw Michelle commented on, the Native American heritage and how they're doing that. I just think it's just a really, really well done show. Go ahead, Jonna.
Did y'all ever watch Switched at Birth on ABC Family?
No, I've heard of it though.
Oh, first of all, great show. 10 out of 10. It was so good. Well, there's a character on that show and she's deaf. And so a lot of the scenes are like her signing to her friends. And there's one episode or two where it's just a completely ASL episode. And oh my God, like when the sound came on at the end of the episode, I was like, like it was so powerful to watch it, and then to get the sound at the end of it, I was crying at the end of it. I was like, am I okay?
Well, I think it's nice, the show, because it has this character and it shows obviously what she is going through, but it also isn't showing it as a bad thing, if that makes sense, right? It's not like, oh, pity me or something like that. It's just, she's never sitting there going, how do I say it? Remember in Daredevil, even Matt Murdock at one point has a scene where he goes, I wish I could see again or something like that. Yeah. You never have that with Maya. It's like, it was a good representation of that. I do like her Native American heritage. I think she's a great actress. I think she's doing a phenomenal job. I like the little Daredevil clip that we had at the beginning. Did you get to the Wilson Fisk parts yet?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
He's doing so good in this show.
That was what I was most excited about was getting more of him. And I almost said something that might spoil it for people, so I won't say anything else. But I was thrilled, and I loved the Netflix Marvel series.
Yes.
I really did. I liked that dark, grittier side of Marvel, and that's what those characters were in the comics. So, if they hadn't done it, well, I mean, we know what happens if they don't do it that way. We have Ben Affleck's Daredevil, so like they did it, like they did it justice. So to have these characters and know that we're getting more Daredevil, to see Charlie Cox back in his role, and I didn't know if Disney would go there, because it's Disney, right? But I think they've kind of settled into like, we're gonna have some Disney adult stuff going on because we own Marvel and we have to do that.
I will say my one also really awesome thing is, so even though I didn't see like a trailer, there was like this one little brief teaser that literally aired, I want to say 2 days prior to Echo coming out, and it was just Fisk oriented, right? And it showed all these clips from the Daredevil series. So I'm like, this is my pipeline, right? That means the 3 seasons of Daredevil are considered canon within the MCU. John Bernthal as Frank Castle was in the 2nd season of Daredevil, which means that John Bernthal as Frank Castle is canon within the MCU.
Yes.
We did it, guys.
We did it. So much to celebrate. I love it. I've been excited to see where this goes. So more Daredevil, bring it on. I actually, I'm not great. When I do rewatches, I usually don't get all the way through them. Like I watch something for a while and I watch something, but I go back to Daredevil quite a bit just because I really, really enjoy it. So Katie is bored because she's never going to watch any of these things.
Here's the thing. I'm not bored. I'm very interested. And this one actually sounds cool, but I can't make myself care about Hawkeye at all.
You don't have to.
And you don't have to. So
good.
The thing is that because this character Maya, right, Echo, she originated, like her first on-screen appearance was in the Hawkeye series, but literally the first episode of Echo has all these scenes from Hawkeye to catch you up. So if you didn't watch Hawkeye, it's like, here you go. Here's who this character is. This is why she's connected. This is why she's connected to Fisk. And boom, halfway into episode 1, now we're at the present day, and you're just with her. So,
and you get, it's literally like 5 minutes with Hawkeye. And it's just and even the way that they did the recap of how they set it up with just enough scenes. I thought that they did an incredible job with that, because I binged through stuff and then I'm like, what even happened in that show? So even as someone who saw Hawkeye, I appreciated the way that they set it up. But yeah, I understand, Katie. Although, Katie, if you would watch like the first, maybe 20 minutes of Hawkeye just to see the Avengers musical.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's not even about Hawkeye. You just need to see the musical.
I mean, to be fair, she can just probably YouTube it, just be like Avengers musical and Hawkeye, and just get that.
Katie, you have to.
Do I want that, though?
You do.
It's kind of hilarious.
You need that in your life, bro.
I'm not convinced.
You do. Because the way that they did it, you're like, we as humanity, if this really happened to us, would totally make that stupid musical. We 100%. Would make it exactly like that.
And I'd give it a 10 out of 10 every time.
And even if you don't like Hawkeye sitting in the audience watching it, you're like, oh my God. Like you just would be like, I'm so sorry.
Listen, Katie, I was you. Like 2 years ago, I was you.
Tia is your Hawkeye sponsor.
I also hated Hawkeye. I mean, I couldn't care less about this man. Mm-hmm. I checked out after Avengers Age of Ultron. I mean, you know,
or he's like crying at the bus station in the rain or whatever.
No, my biggest thing is the fact that we wasted 40 minutes in a movie about him and his stupid family.
You know, I feel like my biggest anti-Hawkeye moment was when they were fighting over the stone, and it's like, no, I'll die. No, I'll die. We could have wrapped this entire scene up. Both of you die.
See, no. Rude. Now I disagree.
Rude.
Now I disagree.
Don't care about Black Widow?
Rude. Well, that was fun. Thanks, Katie.
KJ, the power.
That is rude.
It's not rude.
It is rude.
It's my opinion. I'm allowed my opinion.
Yeah, well, your opinions are rude.
Wow.
All right. Don't talk about Black Widow that way. She was important.
I did.
Clint and Natasha were important because they gave a human factor to the Avengers.
Sounds like her importance was limited to her ability to throw herself off a cliff so Hawkeye could go back to stone.
Her importance was she found a family that she loved so much she was willing to die for.
And then they all left her.
Oh, I don't disagree.
Yeah.
I think they were way too quick to be like, yeah, she's not coming back.
Oh, yeah, she's dead.
Although, can I tell you something really quick? Because I spend way too much time on TikTok. I saw this edit that was like, while everyone else was like sad, Thor was the only one who was like convinced she was coming back, because remember he's like, why are you all crying? We have the stones. And I was like, but Captain America cried. He had a single tear.
That was his best friend.
Yes, he did.
That was his best friend. And 2012 Tia definitely was part of the Romanogers. I think that's what it's called, ship on.
Really? The Romanogers?
Yes, that's
that is awful.
Wow. That's a mouthful. Wow.
That is. That hurts.
Yeah. No, I never wanted that. They're like brother or sister. Even when they had to do that awkward kiss in Winter Soldier, I was like, brother sister kissing, gross. I did not like it.
I think Winter Soldier was the only time I liked Black Widow. Oh my God. And my husband agrees.
That was very well timed.
All Katie, do you have a gaming update? I think
I do, and you're
Okay.
not gonna believe me. So
Oh, I can't wait. Good. Let's do this because I do want to know a little bit more about what Eric is playing because I'm honestly this is the most I've ever heard him talk.
I know, me too.
She said me too.
Oh, boop, 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 boop. It's time for Katie's gaming update. Boop, 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 boop.
So you know how I say stuff, and then you guys just like refuse to believe me.
Yes.
Who is you guys?
Y'all's guys.
I always believe you.
I know.
See, you didn't believe me about the blue chicken.
I think what you mean to say is KJ and Patches don't believe you.
Yeah,
That's fair.
Yeah.
Well,
That's fair. And also, you always side with Patches, so just remember that the next time. Okay.
true. Good point.
And also, while you're doing that, I'm going to ask Ryan to put in the comments that game that he was playing because he had a comment the other day about what he was playing that I was like, this sounds like something Katie would make up. All right, back to you. Katie.
So there's this game that is early release, comes out, I think it came out 3 days ago. And I'm pretty sure it's the combination of an Onion article and a copyright strike.
Okay.
So it's called Pal World.
It's
Yep,
called-
Ryan. And it's so it brands itself as a survival creative game where you build and you fight and you farm and you do all this kind of stuff. You can craft all kinds of stuff. Except you can craft these little orbs and you catch what looks like Pokemon from all the other games. And then you can have them like do labor on your farm and fight for you and do all this kind of stuff. So it definitely, like, I looked at it and it looks like it honestly looks like better than the last Pokemon game that came out. But like, if you had not told me that this was a whole different thing, I would have been like, oh, that's the next Pokemon game. I guess they use guns now. All right. And I'd have totally believed it.
I mean, it looks like Pokemon. Look
Yeah,
at that.
doesn't it? Like, that's a copyright strike right there.
Oh my gosh.
That's scary Pokemon.
It does.
That's a copyright
That's
strike
crazy.
if I've ever
Wow.
seen one.
It's
Wow.
probably not. It's probably just slightly off
Just
enough.
But they
Just-
gave them guns, and
Yeah, that's exactly. Ryan just said Pokemon with guns.
it's. I don't even believe myself, like, saying it out loud.
Katie said this is a fever dream. I know.
Yeah, I definitely feel like I had a little bit of a stroke, but I don't know. I kind of want to play it.
I feel like you have to. And
You
that's
should.
I
You know, come over and play it with you.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
wow. Johnny, why of all the games in the world is this the one you want to play?
Because Katie doesn't know if she wants to play it, and I want to be there to give her support.
Oh man,
Aw.
that's a touching moment right there.
That's very cute.
Aw,
Thanks.
Wow.
I miss Katie a lot. I haven't seen her in like 16 years.
Here I am.
Wow.
I miss you too.
I know.
I actually thought of Katie the other day because I was watching this YouTube, I think it was Game Ranks, and like they didn't show anything, but they just like mentioned something called Goat Simulator. And I was like, that sounds like something
The goat simulator.
Why is that the one thing I get associated with?
Maybe because you introduced us to something called Deer Simulator.
Okay, but to be fair, that was a good one.
But Goat Simulator was not.
Yeah, I mean, it's fun for a couple of hours, and then I'm kind of tired of being a goat. You know?
Fair.
Kind of tired of being a goat.
I feel like goats probably get tired of being goats,
Yeah.
you know? Like nobody listens to them. They're just like they're out there and they're yelling about things. They're so mad about it, no one cares. It's just like, oh, it's so funny. I'll put your goat scream in a Taylor Swift song. Like disrespect the goats. Let's see.
Brutal
The game
Legend. Yep.
Brutal Legend. Are you familiar with this one, Katie?
I'm Googling it right now.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no. Okay. Yeah, I know this game. This game's like 10 years old, at least.
Okay.
Maybe 15.
Oh.
Oh, gosh. I
Well,
remember
Ryan
this
is
game.
playing it right now. Bonnie says she's got a friend who's currently addicted to a power wash simulator.
Okay, that game is incredibly relaxing.
Honestly, I would probably be addicted to that.
It
also.
is so fun. For like, okay,
Wow.
you put on your tunes, right? You you're like, oh, we're gonna go power wash a fountain, and you have to do all the little minuscule details.
Mhm.
It's just very soothing.
Look, man, I like the rug cleaning videos on Facebook. So
It's like that, but a
like-
game. Yeah.
You watch
Wow.
rug cleaning videos?
all the time, okay? I love a good rug cleaning video.
They're all over my algorithm.
Look,
And they're just very like soothing.
Dude, and people watch it for like the ASMR, but like I just watch it because the rug gets clean.
Yeah, like
I
the
don't watch
before
it
and
for the
after.
sounds. Right. Oh my god, it's so awesome. It's my favorite thing. I bet if I got on Facebook right now, a video would pop up of, and my favorite one is the mountain rug cleaning guy. I don't want to watch anybody else's rug cleaning videos. Mountain rug cleaning is the only one I want.
My favorites are the ones where it looks like they like throw it on the floor in some warehouse. They just go to town and like it's just like a room in a warehouse and the
I'm gonna
water's
send y'all a
getting-
rug cleaning video later. I'm gonna send you
I've seen those. Do you think that those rugs are legitimately dirty, or they get them dirty just to clean them?
They get
the
them
video.
dirty just to clean
Right?
them.
I
And then
don't
they
know.
don't actually get them that
I don't
clean
know.
either.
I mean,
Oh my
some
gosh.
of those rugs are
Come
pretty
on,
gross.
Katie. I expect more of you. Jonna thinks the Golden Bachelor is real, so I
Here's the thing.
get
I'm
why
hanging
she
up.
thinks the
I
rug
totally
cleaning video
I'm
is
hanging
real.
up.
I totally believe
sick
if
of
you
this
leave a rug
disrespect.
outside for like months, it looks like that. Do they get them
Look-
that clean? I don't believe that part.
Look, I
No.
But
watched
do they get
one-
that dirty? Yeah, absolutely.
Look, I watched one where there was like stuff growing out of the rug.
Is it even a
disgusting.
rug at that point, or is it like a like
It's
it
grass.
belongs to the mushrooms now?
Bro. So anyway,
Ryan
rug cleaning
mentioned
videos
Fallout
are
New
great.
Vegas. I love Fallout
Anyway.
New Vegas.
I
my favorite
was.
game.
It's funny that you brought up that you were thinking about Katie. I was thinking about you too. Let's do a round of "I was thinking about you." It's time for a new bit on the show
For
called
Valentine's
I was
Day.
thinking about you. I don't know why, Tia, but the other day, just like in the middle of my life, just doing things, my brain was like, I wonder if Tia's car is okay. And I'm like,
When she just parks and abandons.
remember when you told us you abandoned your car? Like it just sits there for months and months.
Oh yeah. Oh wow. Do you want to hear what I did the last weekend?
Oh, girl.
Yeah.
Tea time with Tia.
For those of you who don't know, Tia, you want to just a real quick like where you live and why you abandoned your car for months at a time.
Well, no, because like so I live in Yonkers, New York, and
What?
and there's no parking. Like my building doesn't have parking, so I have to park my car like in a parking lot that's a few blocks away. But I work primarily from home, and if I have to go into the office, it's across the street. So there are literal like weeks that I just don't even like look at my car, go to my car. I don't know what it's doing or anything. It could like I don't know if it's like there. And
Like,
then
literally, my brain was like, I hope Tia's car's okay. Wonder when the last time was she checked on it.
wait, but that's
Do you even know if you still have a car?
wait, but so it's so weird that KJ was thinking about this. Let me tell you this, all right? So last weekend I met up with my friend Cindy. Okay, there's a whole story on this.
Okay,
Right? I have to set the scene
I
right
love
for you.
this. Yes.
So we go to this like barbecue place, right? We eat, blah, blah, blah. But it's like one of those places where it's not really like a restaurant. You like just order the food, sit down, blah, blah. So we were like done really quick. And it's like, we don't see each other often. We don't want to just like eat and run. So then like in the next parking lot, there was this little coffee shop. At first we were like, oh, we're just going to walk there. But it's like, oh no, let's not walk there. It's kind of cold and everything. It was like snowing earlier. So I was like, I go to Cindy, I go, you leave your car here. I'll drive us there. And then when we leave, then I'll drive you back to your car, right? Okay, whatever. Drive there, get into the bakery. We're there like eating stuff and drinking coffee for like an hour and a half, right? We get out. I feel like I hear the engine running on my car. And then Cindy's like, oh, your audiobook is playing. I left the car running with the keys in it
The entire time?
for an hour and a half in a busy parking lot on a Sunday. How my car was still there.
Clearly,
On the
ours
Mason,
is
you still have
gosh.
good.
I know, that's what I'm saying. So that's
Your
very
car
weird.
deserves better, Tia.
Yeah, I can't lie and say I haven't left my car running before. So like,
For an hour and a half.
it was a long ass time I left my car running.
Oh my god.
I left my
Really?
I left my keys to my house and my car in my front door overnight.
In case anybody wants in. Let
Like-
yourself in, steal my car, whatever
Y'all
you
look,
want.
y'all want to know what's wild? Is I was tearing my house apart looking for these keys. I was like, where I'm screaming at the cats. I'm like, I know it was y'all. I know you took them. I know you took them from me.
Where's my keys? You blamed them for your folly?
did.
Oh.
Because I didn't see the keys. I couldn't find them. So then I called KJ. I'm like, yo, can you take me to work? Because like I can't find my keys and I don't know what's going on. Like I got into my house last night, so I don't know where they are. She was like, are they in your front door? I was like, why would they be in the front door? That's so stupid.
I'm like, just check.
Oh.
Just check.
Oh.
Guess where they were? In the front door.
You blame the. Did you apologize to the cats?
What do I apologize to them for? I have to scoop their poop.
You
I'm
deserve
paying for their life, not the other way around.
You deserve another pooper scooper for that, Jonathan.
I probably do need a second pooper scooper, if I'm being honest.
Treat yourself.
So Tia, don't feel bad. I've also left my car running for probably a solid hour before in the 90-degree heat.
I just was sitting there and like Cindy goes, oh, she's like, I just assumed you had one of those keys that like when you're near the car it starts. I'm like, I got a Subaru Impreza. You think I got anything as fancy as that? Do
That
I
guy
have?
was sitting there like, please, somebody steal me. I deserve better than this.
I need a new life.
Okay, but my question is, Tia, how like far into your audiobook did you get? How far back did you have to
I
go?
gotta figure out where to go.
That was another thing I was so pissed about. I was like, so what I've been listening to lately, because you guys know I'm a huge Game of Thrones fan, right?
Yeah.
And I've been like really getting into it. So the audiobook that I'm listening to now is literally like it's the Fire and Blood like book where it's like all about the Targaryen like history and shit. And I missed the entire chapter of Aegon the Third. The entire chapter.
Then I gotta go back. I gotta go back on
Gotta go
Audible.
back. And so yeah, I don't know. I think that my car was like, you mistreat me lately and everything, but now I'm like upset. Can I like vent for a second? So I really like
safe space.
Sure. I
This is a
love
safe
it.
space. Okay.
Please.
And I know this is not very nerdy, right? But I love Subarus, right? I've like
Okay.
so I
Good
lease my car. So every like 3 years get a new Subaru, right?
Yep.
So I've been having the same sales rep this entire time. Not only did my favorite sales rep leave, but then I go into like because my lease ends in May. So I'm trying to talk about like the options. And I was like, I want to keep with the Subaru Impreza because, I like small cars, I want this, blah, blah, blah. And they're taking me out. And I was like, I'm not going to want the one with the hatchback. I want the sedan. And they go, Subaru stopped making sedans. And I'm like, I hate hatchbacks. It really
I do too.
it makes me so sad. And so now I feel like I'm like reevaluating everything because I like it.
Are you breaking up with Subaru?
I might have to. Like, I mean, they're great cars. The first year that I had a Subaru is the first time I've ever had a car with 4-wheel drive. And literally that year was when we had this insane snowstorm that literally took me 7 hours to get home. And that shit like did well in it. And I'm like, it's very upsetting to me.
Maybe they've been doing their research and they're like, we got these people who buy Subarus in New York and they don't drive them. Like maybe
they just have someone like walking around random parking lots, like there's a Subaru just sitting. There's a Subaru just
sedan
sitting.
that's not being driven. That's the Subaru. They must not like the sedans. They buy them and they don't drive them. You did this to yourself.
Or the other option.
Yes.
They abandon their Subaru sedan so long that they try to run away when they do use them.
Well, so I like again my lease.
By the way, the Kind of Nerdy Girls is not brought to you by Subaru.
Apparently not.
Please sponsor
It
us.
wouldn't run away.
I would love a Subaru. Subarus are great
Well,
cars.
I do.
They're-
We
they're
have a
great.
big Subaru plant here.
Well,
You can get
and the
all the
thing is-
Subarus.
the thing is, my lease ends at May, right? I've had it for like 3 years.
Mhm.
And the guy is very surprised that I've only put 7,000 miles on my car.
You don't
And
go
I'm like,
nowhere.
I don't drive.
Did you know, Tia? I just found this out because I leased my new Nissan Rogue, which Nissan's welcome to sponsor the show because I love them. They do like 5,000-mile leases now. Like you can do, yeah, because I was talking about how I don't drive that much, and he's like, how low can we go? And I'm like, I don't know, how low do you go? And then he said 5,000. I'm like, that seems a little uncomfortable for me.
Even that's a little tight for me. Like
Yeah,
even that,
yeah.
I'm a little like,
Yeah, no.
So yeah, I don't know. I'm in a pickle right now thinking about what my next option for my car is going to be. So,
Well, I love how there's this recurring segment on our show now of Tia's car.
You guys should have met me when I had my first car, my Dodge Neon. That thing had everything wrong with it every month. So
it's a Dodge Neon. Yeah.
There's a reason they don't make those anymore.
So.
Let's see, Tia, did you have anything kind of nerdy that you wanted to cover? Do you have any hot takes? It's okay if you don't. I was just planning on talking about the kind of nerdy awards, and we didn't even really do that much. So
it's like I haven't really watched anything. I'm waiting for everything to come back. Like I'm waiting for The Boys to come back.
Yes.
I'm waiting for House of the Dragon season 2.
Yes. Are any of you guys watching Ghosts?
Yes. Me.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for Ghosts to come back.
I'm excited, but aren't you mad that it's only going to be 10 episodes?
I don't care anymore. I'll take what I can get. I just want to know. I want to know. Obviously, it was a huge cliffhanger. And if you don't watch the show, it sounds very dirty, and they do that on purpose. I want to know who got sucked off.
No, I know. Katie's like, what the hell?
Yeah.
I thought this was a family show.
When the ghosts, when they get taken to heaven or whatever it is, they get sucked off the face of the planet. They literally get sucked off the planet, and so they always say, oh no, they got sucked off.
The whole reason is because this one ghost, who's a perv, he got killed in the 90s, so he's the most modern of all of them. All the other ghosts are from Victorian era. There's a Viking, so to him that's his only means of entertainment is just messing with the other ghosts and doing shit like that. So yeah,
Also,
it's a great show.
He died without his pants on, so he's eternally without pants on.
Oh, that guy.
Yes.
Oh, they think he got sucked off?
No,
he's the one who says that everyone got sucked off.
And he thinks it's funny because he's juvenile, right? And all the Victorian age woman and the Viking, they don't get the reference, right? So they're just
it's been a while since I watched Ghosts, and I didn't even I'm not caught up. So
Michelle asked, is this the USA one or the UK one? The USA one. I've heard that the UK one is really good and they're really similar. Let's see, Leanne said the UK one has one more season. So I love that show. That's right. If I could have more shows like that, I would be so happy. It's such a great ensemble cast and it's so funny. Katie, you would love it.
Have you guys, by the way, this is another very random thing, and the show is over at this point, but have you guys watched The Big Bang Theory?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I haven't. I didn't watch it every single episode, but I watch enough to.
I feel like if you've watched 50 of them, you've watched them all.
Yeah. Well, I didn't watch to the end. I used to watch it when I lived at home with my parents and everything. For some reason, TikTok has been now showing me 1,000 clips from the show, so I've been revisiting it. Mm-hmm. Do you agree, Katie, that Leonard is just the worst person in that show?
Yeah, absolutely. He's just nasty. He's a he's not a very good friend.
No, he's very petty. And
Which
then,
one is Leonard?
he's the one with Penny.
Short
Okay,
one
yeah,
with the glasses. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, Johnny Galecki.
Yes. He's
Yeah.
not a good character at all. And like, I'm revisiting now the show and I'm like, why did I think that he was a good character and that him and Penny were like good together? It's like I'm rewatching it and I'm like,
And then he
this
like
character
makes
sucks.
digs at her and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You're like, okay.
He's condescending, like he low-key thinks that he's better than her because like he's a scientist and she's like an actress and a waitress.
Don't they end
and
up
everything.
together?
Yeah.
Yes, but he's the worst at it.
But he's, like,
the worst
condescending
for
to
her.
her.
Yeah.
He's
no,
like, I saved
don't-
you from your waitressing
So
job.
he's the Big Bang Theory's Ross.
Yes, he's the nice guy.
Ah,
But
Ross.
he's not nice. You know.
Got it.
But he's
But you know
not.
that's
Got it.
well, they never are. Just like Ross was the nice guy.
Mhm.
He's been married 3 times or whatever.
Can I tell you that I'm gonna say something? I did not like Friends. I did
At
not
all?
like Friends.
I second that.
Yeah,
I like
no.
Friends. I thought it was
Yeah.
funny.
I don't know.
Was it for
Man.
me?
You're gonna make Bonnie so sad. It's her favorite
I'm
show in
sorry.
the world.
I know there's so many people who love Friends, like they ride or die for that, but it's just like
Man.
I can't.
Tia,
You
you sure
can't.
you want to come to PopCon? Because like there's gonna be a lot of
Just making some enemies.
you're gonna have to meet some nerds, and some of these nerds like Friends, man. You sure you
It's
want
okay. The great thing about there's Bonnie. She's shocked.
I sorry.
You know, I watched Friends because my roommate at the time watched Friends, but I was never like sit down every week. I've got to watch Friends. It was on. I think I've seen every single episode. Occasionally, like it's on TBS or whatever. When you're just looking to have something on, it's kind of like Friends or The Office, where I'm like, oh, that's fine, and I can have it on and watch it, and it'll still make me laugh. But it's okay if it's not your thing. Although Bonnie is going to fight you.
I will not take Friends slander. I'm
we'll have to
sorry.
keep you guys separated at PopCon. Now you are coming to PopCon, right, Tia?
I am coming to PopCon.
Okay.
It's in April, right?
In April 26th to the 28th, the Indiana Convention Center. Leanne is also coming. Leanne from the Kind of Nerdy Network. So I know we're gonna have a really big Kind of Nerdy reunion party.
We're gonna need a
have
bigger
another-
booth.
Are we gonna have another kind of nerdy meetup or whatever, like we did at?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll do another Kind of Nerdy meetup, and I'm trying to think.
We can have Tia on stage with us.
Yeah, Tia on stage. I'm gonna make sure when we do the podcast stage that it's not at the same time that I'm moderating something, so that we can do our show together. Like this is the second year in a row that Brandon Peters nominated. He's our most nominated person this year.
Boo.
Okay.
Kind of Nerdy.
Boo.
Boo.
Ah,
Boo, Brandon.
Boo.
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 I always tell him because he's doing the schedule, and I know how hard it is because he's doing the podcast stage schedule, and I'm working on the celebrity and panels and moderator schedule, and he's always like, just give me a time that you can be there, and no matter what time
And you're like, never.
no matter what time I pick, I'm like, this will be a perfectly safe time. Put the Kind of Nerdy girls right there. And something happens at the last minute, and I end up moderating a panel, and I can't make my own podcast.
Yeah, so we just dunk on her the entire time when she's not there.
Poor KJ.
More like there's no one there to rein us in, so we just kind of sit. Like if you listen to the episode from Indie PopCon, where it's me, Patches, Brandon, and Katie, like.
I listened to like
There
10
was
minutes, and I was like, I can't, because I just want to yell at all of you.
We stay
Focus,
shut on each
focus,
other.
focus.
We have
It
no
was so-
focus.
Because KJ's like, no, next topic. We spent like 20 minutes on one topic. It was so
Yep.
great.
We believe
I
in
love
long form podcasts.
Right?
Oh,
We
man.
stand.
No, thank you.
I am very excited. I am very excited to come to PopCon and meet all of you and everything. Now, the very important question is, where am I sleeping?
Wherever you want.
I
You can
think-
stay in my house, Tia.
Yeah, we were, Patches and I were talking about this. It probably make the most sense to stay at Jana's because I think I'm going to have to stay downtown.
Woo, slumber
Because
party!
not only you're coming, and then I also have the championship darts exhibition is going to be going on. So I have that on top of everything else that I do at PopCon. I now have like another event going on within PopCon. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to need to stay downtown, which means I won't be sleeping. It's just like there's no point in going home because I'm just going to just keep going. So,
but I feel like Katie and I need to play some Deer Simulator while I'm there, though. Or
they do have a game room most of the time.
That there will be video games, and you could always go back to you could go back to Katie's house one night or go back to Johnny's
that's
house.
what I'm saying. We need.
You guys get to have so much more fun than me.
We can have a slumber party, guys.
Yes.
You guys, you could all just stay at my house and then you could hang out with the cats.
No, because you want us to take care of your cat.
I was just gonna say,
are you have their own rooms, bro?
Are you trying to say that you just want free labor?
Yeah, it'll be like, Tia, you get the guest room, but you have to sleep on the floor because the cat gets the bed.
Basically,
I mean, in the bed with the cats. It's
just
fine.
around the cat.
Yeah.
Basically.
Well, I don't know. Maybe Jonna also wants me there so that I could also help with her cats, because apparently it sounds like there's some things going on with those.
Oh, no, that's just Atlas. He's just a terrorist.
He's just a kitten.
He's a terrorist.
He's a baby.
I had to separate him and Socks today because they have been going at it. And I was like, I'm sick of this. Had to give him some space today.
It's like, I don't know if you heard Buffy. She just came in here like you're talking crap about her litter mate. She just came walking in here like,
well, you can have him back, Buffy.
No, thank you.
And I'm
and I don't know if you saw, Tia, did you watch The Walking Dead? I can't remember if you.
So I watched The Walking Dead up until season 7.
Yeah.
Which one was that one?
That was the one where Negan.
Yep. Okay. I stopped watching at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dude, I came back like that episode and I was like, I cannot do this. Like, that's what I'm watching right now.
That episode was pure torture. And I sat there and I was like, I'm done. Like, I think I sporadically watched through season 7 just to see what was going on. And then I just never watched it again.
I worked the reason that I went back that I watched that was because I was working. I think it was a Walker Stalker Atlanta, which is like one of the biggest they don't do them anymore. It was the biggest next to London, the biggest Walking Dead convention. And I was like, I'm going to be working this. Let me watch The Walking Dead. And I put on, I was like, and then like, everyone.
I'm sorry, you were like, what?
I was like, I mean, like, literally, I was like, I cannot do this. Oh my God.
That's about right.
Jonna, it's the worst torture I've ever watched. It's horrible and very well done, but like, not my thing.
Well done, torture.
But listen, like a lot of the Walking Dead fans at these conventions, like they wouldn't like use the actors' names, right? They're like, I got a photo op with Negan. They don't say Jeffrey Dean Morgan, right? And they were all like, I mean, they were fired up because that episode had just aired, and then I was like, y'all, that's not really Negan in there, right? Like that didn't really happen. We need to like separate reality. Please don't hurt Jeffrey D. Morgan. Please.
Some people definitely were. I think it's like I wasn't as. So the thing is, like, I wasn't as shocked just because it's like I knew going in that in the comics Glenn dies. Mm-hmm. It's just in the manner that they depicted it that I was just like, it's just an episode of torture that I just don't appreciate as a fan being put through. So that was like kind of my main thing.
Go ahead, Katie.
I didn't even care that Glenn died. That was the episode I realized there was a formula, and that's why I lost interest.
I can see.
What a technical reason.
Here's the formula, right? Oh, no. We have to find somewhere new to live. Let's go to X location, prison, Newtown, whatever. Oh, this is nice. Oh, they're
Oh,
cannibals,
this is
bad
nice in the
guys,
zombie
whatever. They're
apocalypse.
gonna kill us. We gotta defend ourselves. Whatever. Let's kill the bad guys. Oh no, we let the zombies in when we were fighting the bad guys. Now we have to find somewhere new.
Okay, hang on just a second.
Wait, I have.
Just a second. Okay.
Also, me too. After
Not
you.
you guys
All
with
right,
the
listen. All right, hang on a second. All right. Because Katie, you just described The Last of Us.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. You
This
cannot.
maintains my point. The biggest problem in a zombie apocalypse is letting the zombies in. Not the zombies themselves, letting them in.
Go ahead, Tia.
Okay, so my biggest gripe though with The Walking Dead, even though I stopped watching after season 7, I knew that things were going on a decline because do you remember all of season 4, they are going up against like Terminus, right? They're all traveling to Terminus this, Terminus that. They're all mean to Terminus. It was one episode. And
seriously.
I'm like, you didn't make a whole entire season on these crazy cannibals and everything. One of the other most shocking episodes to ever air in The Walking Dead. And then you just
Yeah,
it was
seriously.
like
oh, we're gonna go to Terminus. Terminus is gonna be great. Terminus is gonna be the end all be all. I'm like, oh, that'd be a good place to end the whole show. It's like, oh, we're gonna go to Terminus, great, whatever. Cannibals in train cars. Let's leave. Okay.
and then they killed them off like the next episode.
That's it. It was like cha-cha-cha, done.
You could have had an opportunity to like, I mean, just what sense does it make? You have a whole season dedicated to the governor. You got freaking
Governor
6.
was my favorite.
He was.
Mhm.
He was the best one. And then you have 6 seasons practically dedicated to Negan, even as a spinoff. Well, I don't even know if anyone ever actually watches it. And then you freaking give like one episode to Terminus. It was so infuriating.
Mhm.
Well, to bring this all back, like,
I'm sorry.
no, it's great.
Tia's hot take on The Walking Dead.
No, it's great because I didn't know if you've been paying attention to the PopCon announcements, but Chandler Riggs is coming to PopCon Indy.
Carl.
And
You think he's tired of that yet?
Probably.
yes. You know who else is? Carl, the co-founder of PopCon.
Carl. That kills people, Carl.
Yes, so,
Every time.
Caitlin Nakin is coming as well, and Chandler Riggs. We announced during the 12 days of PopCon in December. So,
Cool.
yeah, Chandler's great. Like it's weird because I've worked with him since he was a little boy. Right now he's a grown man. He's all grown up, but
You watched him grow up, KJ. You
he
helped
is
raise
such.
him.
Oh my gosh, he's such a nice guy. I'm so excited that he's coming to PopCon. So that again, April 26th through 28th. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Also, also killing Coral off was definitely a bad choice as well.
Oh, yeah.
I thought they were going to kill him when they took his eye. I was like, oh, okay. Well, this is happening now. Nope, he gets to live.
With
And
one
then
eye.
gets bitten. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I'm like,
there's
oh,
so
okay.
many. There's so many dumb deaths. So many.
But that's the
I can't-
thing. It's always like the guy who gets bitten hides it, or like, oh, haha, I'm just going to go enjoy myself. And what my life before the zombies could have been like for 10 whole seconds. Oops, I got bit, all that kind of stuff. That kind of it.
I also think the dumbest thing is them getting bit and then like getting a limb chopped off, and that automatically like makes
that
them
cure it?
not. Like, I just don't understand it. They're like, oh no, my arm got bit. It's okay. We'll just cut right there and you'll be fine.
I don't think that's how like blood works, but sure, it's fine.
Yeah, sure. Well,
Whatever.
we'll suspend belief.
Oh, all right, guys. Well, this has been fun. Gotta go. We have the Kind of Nerdy Awards show live on February 7th. Join us Wednesday, February 7th at 7. And comedian Liz Mealy is back. And by the way, you can vote for Liz. She is up for favorite comedian, and it'll be awkward if she doesn't win. So please vote for Liz. Thank you. I don't expect Retta or Steve Lemmy and Kevin Heffernan from Tacoma FD to show up to win their awards, but I do know that Liz Mealy will be there. So not to influence you in any way, but vote for Liz. Thank you.
But
Wow, bribing us.
We are bribing you. Somebody, I don't have the box of goodies here.
I already
We've
voted.
got. Did you? We've got.
I was the first one to vote, KJ.
Oh, that's right. That's right. We've got over the prize pack that we got from Conquest Journals for the Kind of Nerdy Awards. It's like, we're announcing all these winners. So one of you is going to be announced as a winner. It's over $200 in cool stuff from Conquest Journals. It includes Harry Potter stuff, Lord of the Rings, Supernatural, Game of Thrones, Schitt's Creek. It's all the cool stuff.
It's got this in there.
The
And
new
it does,
herpology planner.
Yes, it's got the new planner, and it also has the tote bag, the black herbology.
Girl,
tote
you don't
bag
even like Harry
with
Potter.
I
You
know.
know what? You hush. I'm waiting to find someone to give this to.
Me.
You can have it.
So does that
Myself.
Okay.
Does that mean I can win, or am I like disqualified from winning?
You can win, but if you see something that you like, Patches can probably make sure that you get it.
Yeah, as KJ ever so politely put on the KJ Today show, she's sleeping with the operations director.
I mean, it's just, we're married.
You gotta get your planner.
I'm sorry,
fixed
Jana,
somehow.
as our child, that you don't like to hear those things.
I didn't even like to hear my real parents talking about that. So why would I want to hear my fake parents talking about that?
Thank you very much, Michelle. Thank you, Leanne. She said this was fun. Love interacting with you all. We love having you guys here too. So thanks for hanging out with us. We'll see you on February 7th. And, we'll see Tia live in person at PopCon. Yes, go ahead, Tia.
I want to just drop something really quick.
I was just going to say, I want you to plug your stuff. Plug your stuff, Tia.
I recently interviewed Ian McShane, and that interview is going to go up, I think, either Wednesday or Thursday. I can't remember this week. So please make sure that you go over to Geek Vibes Nation on YouTube and check that out. He is a character, so that was very fun.
Aw, yay. Well, thank you very much. Thank you all. I think this is the right out. It's going to play some music. Hopefully it works. Love you. Good night.